Hi, Dennis Gray from Backyard Brands here. I'm really excited to introduce you to a new technology we have called Pristiva. One of the fastest growing trends in North America is of saltwater pools. 5 years ago it represented 5% of the marketplace. Today it represents 20% and it's growing really fast. If you've got a saltwater pool, you already know that a saltwater pool can offer some very unique benefits in terms of comfort, soft silky feeling on your water, brilliantly clear water, and a much easier to look after pool. But you probably also know that there are some maintenance challenges with saltwater pools that can cause some problems and oftentimes expensive repair bills down the road. So we've taken this challenge on and developed the first research-based technology for saltwater pools that's specifically designed to deal with some of the harsh, difficult realities that happen inside the ECG, the electronic chlorine generator, and we've come up with a simple two-step system to look after your saltwater pool just once a month. Basically, in the spring you top up your salt with premium salt. We'll talk a little bit more about why that's important. And then during the year, once a month, you put in 1 bottle of primer, 1 bottle of premium shock, and you adjust that depending on the size of your pool. We'll be back in a few minutes to tell you a little bit more. Taking your saltwater experience to the next level with Pristiva is easy, and it always starts with the quality of salt that you put in your pool. Most people don't realize that 99% pure pool salt doesn't mean the best for your pool. That 1% can make a very big deal in your pool. It can cause staining, it can cause clouding, and it can make it very difficult to maintain a chlorine residual. So we spent a lot of time making sure we had the absolute best quality salt that was available anywhere in North America, and it has 3 unique advantages. First, this particular salt has the lowest amounts of impurities of any salt across North America, giving you the reliability of knowing that when you put it in your pool, it's not going to cause other problems. Second and third, the rate at which salt dissolves in your pool, how evenly, how cleanly, is very important to prevent problems like cloudiness of the water. It also prevents it from staying in clumps on the bottom, which can cause something called the boundary layer issue, which usually results in difficult to remove stains and can damage the surface of your concrete, vinyl, or fiberglass pool. So when you're choosing a salt, make sure you get the best. Buy Pristiva Premium Salt. I'm really excited about primer technology. It's the first multifunctional, research-based technology specifically designed for saltwater pools. It provides the best protection in the electronic chlorine generator of any technology. So let me tell you a little bit about what happens in electronic chlorine generator. That's the thing that produces the chlorine for your pool. Inside that electronic chlorine generator, at any one time, there are very, very harsh conditions. The pH is both very, very high and very, very low. It has over 50 parts per million of free available chlorine and over 120 degrees Fahrenheit. When traditional pool chemicals that you buy at a pool store go through the electronic chlorine generator, they're denobled, something we call denobled in science, which means they dramatically reduce their capacity to do what they were designed to do. So algicides, staining scale control, clarifiers, all those technologies, when they pass through your electronic chlorine generator, are dramatically reduced in their capacity to perform. And that's where multifunctional Pristiva Primer comes in. It was designed specifically for the conditions inside the ECG to provide unparalleled protection against scaling inside the ECG. It also has benefits outside of that, because inside the ECG our goal is to significantly extend the life of the ECG so you don't have to replace it unnecessarily. But in the swimming pool, there's other things we're trying to accomplish. The first is we want to stop staining from happening in a saltwater pool. Saltwater pools have a little higher propensity for staining than traditional pools, and we want to protect against that. The second thing, because of the salt level in the pool, there's something called conductivity, which is more present in a saltwater pool, and that can lead your fittings on your return fitting, your skimmer plate fittings, and your light niche to corrode. Pristiva Primer has a unique anodic protection built into it. As soon as it goes into the swimming pool, it goes directly to those fittings, coats them with this protectant to stop corrosion. The next thing that primer does is that soft, silky feeling that you love to feel in your saltwater pool is actually technically called the isotonic advantage. Primer significantly elevates that, making it much more comfortable for bathers to enjoy their saltwater pool. And the final thing is, none of us like to have algae. Primer, in conjunction with the ECG, provides unparalleled protection against algae infestations in a saltwater pool, giving you the maximum swimmable days with the least amount of work. If you're looking to optimize your saltwater pool experience, it all starts with Pristiva Primer. So the first step in the spring is to add Pristiva Primer into the skimmer. You do this with the pump and filter running, and you slowly pour it into the skimmer. Don't be surprised if the pressure in your filter goes up for 4 to 6 hours. Don't backwash. Allow the technology to get into the swimming pool. So that's the first step. The second is to follow this immediately up with Pristiva Premium Shock. So Pristiva Premium Shock activates the primer technology, providing those unique benefits in your pool. Again, you slowly pour it into the skimmer with the pump and filter running, and it will disperse in the swimming pool and start to activate the technology in primer to give you the benefits that you desire.